I recently created a fantastic video about creating this awesome house here just from one single image. Now within this video, I took a single image which was a bit distorted and warped, took it into Photoshop and then corrected the perspective. And many people rightly pointed out it was a bit of a rubbish way of doing it, and there are actually other free programs where you can do this much easier and quicker and for free. Most people pointed out that Shoebox Texture Ripper was quite a good one. It is decent, but it's a little bit awkward to install and to use, to be honest. Whilst searching for Shoebox, I came across Raycastly, and this one is really excellent. You can use it in your browser, drag and drop your textures in, and download the textures once you've finished. So let's take a look. So the first thing to do is to go to the Texture Ripper link that I'll put in the description. This takes you to GitHub. Can be a bit confusing for beginners, but you can download the code just here and you can download the zip if you want. This is the complicated way of doing it, to be fair. When you unzip it, you'll see these files here and you'll open the index.html because this works in your browser. However, there's an easier way. If I scroll down and just quickly, thanks to Maxim and Adrian for this fantastic program. So like I said, if we scroll down, there's some information on the program. They've got a whole tutorial here if you want a bit more in depth than what I'm offering, but you've also got the link just here. And if I click on this, that will take you to the program, which like I say is HTML, so it's working in my browser. If I bring in a file, so I can just drag and drop the file in here. You can also upload source images here. You can even drag files from the internet in here in order to use for textures. So on my left-hand side, I've got my image that I want to grab things from, and on the right hand side I've got the actual texture that I'm creating. I'll change the size at the top here to 1024 by 1024, so a 1K texture. Can obviously go a bit bigger. And then down the bottom here, we've got add rectangle. I think this is the easiest way in my opinion. So let's zoom in, you can see that rectangle there, and let's try and grab the window. This is probably a hard one to grab. So if I click on the corner here, I'll line this up with the drain pipe. Let's come down to around about here. Maybe I'll just come to the bottom here and choose some stones down here. So what I'm looking for is straight lines to guide me. And this drain pipe is a fairly straight line. I can probably come in with the yellow dots. So the yellow dots are kind of warping tools. In fact, I'll lay this out first. So let's go to somewhere like here. I'm trying to line up the bricks and then this top one to this position up here. Again, I'm using this bit as my lines. Now these yellow ones, like I say, you can warp the texture. So first of all, let's see what this looks like. So you can see that I've got lots of distortion in my image, and this is going to try and sort that out basically. So let's extract all, see what it comes out with. And that's not a bad start really. Can we improve on it? So I'll zoom in, and like I say, there's these yellow dots just here, and you can click and drag and kind of curve the texture a little bit, because this is a really awkward one in many ways because there's perspective on the way it sticks and juts out. So can I sort that out by using these orange dots to distort and warp my texture? Extract all, and that's not a bad ending there. This one's probably a little bit low, just there. Try and follow that line just there. Extract all again. That's pretty close just there. And the bottom's not too bad. It's got a little bit of warp there, but that would probably work as a texture. I can resize this. So grab the corner, resize it. Let's zoom in, and I can place this in part of my image. So let's say up here, for example. Then let's say I wanted the window up the top here. I can just add in a rectangle, zoom in on the window. Let's try and grab this window. This one doesn't seem to have much distortion because there isn't any perspective within it. It's very flat. So I should be able to work on this. Let's extract all, and there's the window. And I can again resize this, place this into position. I've got a window graphic there for my texture atlas. One last one. Let's do a bit of the roof. Let's see if we can grab a texture from this. Add rectangle. Let's have a spot up here. Try and grab as much as I can, and trying to think of the line that's going down to the tiles, maybe a little bit further that way, and the line going across just here. That looks about right. Looking at the window edge here, and let's extract that and see what that looks like. That's done a great job. Look at that texture there. So I've got a roof texture, a kind of front window texture, and an extra window texture here. I suppose it would have made sense to do a door, in fact, but let's pretend this is my texture atlas, which is what I want just here. I can select all these and try the auto pack. So that's that option up there, and that will pack them in. If I had lots of textures, then that could be very helpful. The only problem is it juts them up right against each other. I'd probably like something with that I could set a island margin. But for me, this is fantastic. I can now export Atlas, and you can see that's gone into my downloads folder. And if I double click on that, there's my finished texture just there. And one last thing that I forgot to mention, if I go back to the program, you can actually set the background to transparent as well. So really useful program, very simplistic, but very effective. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.